recording. So, hello.
Hey,
What's going on?
what's it feel like to be a poser?
You can't just hit me with that straight away.
What's it feel like to be a little poser bitch?
Hi, this is the weekly Roundup. I'm
Hi,
Owen.
Paige.
Just coming at me from all fronts here. This is episode 221.
Whoa.
We are recording this in advance because we are timely. And Paige is currently giving me shit for stolen valor.
Yeah, we got a now deleted comment on our video from the other week with our interview with
George from
Alexis on Fire. Thanks for that, because I was like, it's not Wade.
Nope.
But my brain was just not pulling George out of it.
For you to just like list
So
off the other
ultimately,
guys.
I'm the poser fake fan.
This wasn't Dallas, wasn't Chris, wasn't Wade.
No, to fucking go through everybody. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure that he was just trying to say you look too young and vivacious.
Yeah.
To have
if you
been
haven't
a
watched
fan
the
for that one.
episode, I will put it up here on the screen for your viewing pleasure. But
click here and or here and here and over there.
And if you're listening on Spotify, cool.
Don't click anywhere there.
Don't click anywhere. In that interview with George, I just kind of mentioned, like, you know, what's it like being a part of a band that's gone on for so long and gone through all these different changes.
What's it like to raise me?
Yeah. And I was like, I've been listening to your band for 21 years. That's kind of wild to me.
Yeah. Old enough to drink now in America. It's crazy.
And then this particular commenter was like, why do I find it hard to believe that you've been listening for 21 years seems fishy? And
it does seem fishy.
And I was just like, come on,
This is how our snark page on Reddit begins.
Yeah.
These guys are full of it. They're liars.
I didn't want to clap back, but I had to just be like, come on, dog.
No, it's funny.
I have been listening to the band for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, haven't we all been listening to them for that long at this point? Like, maybe some people came in at Crisis, but like...
Even Crisis is close to 20 years old.
I don't think anyone joined at like the Familiar Drugs drop. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, maybe they did. I don't know.
That's cool. That's sick. Welcome to the crew. We're not gatekeeping. Just random people in our comment section are.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me shit about that.
It was pretty funny. We enjoyed it.
Before we get into tracks for this week, did you have anything else you wanted to get off your chest to the top of the show?
Oh, yeah. Totally. Ready? Give it all. Give it all. Slow it down. Give it all. Slow it down. Yeah, Dance Gavin Dance are like cool again.
Yes, the kids.
Let me do trends, okay, on our podcast. Yeah, that one's been weird. The kids are all finding out about the MacBook era, and that has been so funny for me. And that there is actually a lead singer worse than Tillian Pearson from Dance Gavin Dance.
Mm.
You know who's an angel, though?
Who?
Kurt. He's an angel.
Kurt innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, yeah, don't. Stop it. Yeah, whole lot of debate about like separating the art from the artist on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, he did some real fucked up shit. But yeah, like, he can sing. It's crazy. I guess that's my main thing for it. And then there's the whole like, will Sleep Token release new music this week? And the kids love Sleep Token.
They do. The thing that I remember, we were watching some TikToks and someone chimed in on a video and they were like, as an emo historian, and I was like, why the fuck would an emo historian need to talk about Sleep Token?
I know that it's like the gammon rant that we all were doing in like the early 2010s of like, well, emo's actually like, you know, I know that it's gammon and gatekeepy and lame, but I'm really starting to get annoyed at like, it's like we're back in the early 2000s and everything is emo again. Or screamo is so annoying how many people would just say, oh, well, they're screaming in it.
Yeah.
So it's screamo. I really don't know what is going on with our dog.
I think he just wants treats.
Should I give him a treat?
Yeah, give him a treat.
Give him a little snacky poo.
Give him a little snack. Give him a little treat.
Anyway, like, if there was any evidence that we are now the old heads to old mate from that comment, it's this rant that we're having right now. We're fucking old, but thank you for thinking that we're young and vivacious.
It's one of those things where I think like people getting into that style of music now, emo to them is essentially what alternative is to us.
Yeah.
It's this big tent umbrella thing that encompasses everything from DGD to Sleep Token to fucking Limp Bizkit to whatever the fuck they're listening to that isn't mainstream. They're like, that's emo. And it's like,
I'm getting a lot of likes on this one comment I made that I'm pretty proud of. And it was basically like, if you can't handle DGD at their you'll go far on the back of a potato, you don't deserve them at their give in, give it all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but it's just both. It's the Marilyn Monroe effect.
yes.
And that's how I feel. Although I will say, I have had a lot of weird fucking dudes gatekeep DGD from me over the years. Like fucking dudes that were friends with an ex of mine being like, yeah, I heard you only like found out about them from your ex. And I was like, what if that's true? Like, why does that fucking matter? I have been listening to DGD for a very long time and have met the band many times. I have friends that played fucking Dota with them, and they're just dudes. Relax, guys.
Turns out bands are just people.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird vibe out there when the gatekeepers start coming. But then you're also like, I still also get it as well.
Yeah.
Because there's this thing that happens with the resurgence of alternative culture where it's just like the most actually people just constantly being wrong about it on main, and it's hard to not, like, there's nothing you can say without sounding like one of those douchebags that gave you shit.
And none of this is like for us to advocate for gatekeeping, even though a little bit is okay as a treat.
As a treat.
This is more just like, if you say and do dumb stuff, we'll clown on you.
Yeah, like
Maybe
maybe
you
not.
can clown on us. You can leave comments.
You can leave comments saying we're posers. You're so phony.
I'm not your dad. Do whatever you want.
I am your dad. I am your dad and mummy. Sit down, child. Behave. Go look up what emo is. For the love of God. Chapel Roan is closer to fucking Midwest emo than fucking Dance Gavin Dance. For Christ's sake.
I have a couple of albums to shout out before we get into tracks for this week. So, first week of the show this year, we featured the band Som. And
hell yeah, we did. Do you know, I've never said this.
Okay.
But there's also these toys called Sum Sums. I used to work at a large chain of like toy stores back in the day, so I know like random blind box toys, and I'm pretty sure it's like Sum Sums.
Okay.
And it's spelled TSUM, and I don't know why, but every time we talk about Som, I think of Sum Sums.
If you're a Sum Sum fan, shout it out.
Shout out to you.
So their new record, Let the Light In, came out on Friday last week.
That's so sick.
It's really, really good if you're into spacey,
I totally missed
post-rocky,
that
textural
because
stuff.
I've been like on my Coheed shit, you know?
Well, more
Living
on that,
and breathing.
more on that later as we get into the main show. Also, friends of the show, Drunk Uncle, the legitimate emo boys from Texas.
Literally emo.
They put out their new EP, Fiction Years 2. You can listen to that in full. It rocks. And go listen to the episode because we had a fun chat with the boys.
It was really good. It was funny.
Shout out to our Texan correspondents. And then I have another new record, which is a brand new find for me. The band is called The Tubs. And I listened to their record from 2023 called Dead Meat. And I kind of forgot about them. But I saw an internet recommend pop up last week for their new record called Cotton Crown. Came out a couple of weeks ago.
Man, people coming up with crazy good names for shit.
Totally.
What's a cotton crown look like?
Got no idea, but this record rocks. If you're into like post-hardcore, alternative, kind of jangly pop stuff.
I am.
That has like a real big Brit-pop kind of influence.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Check this out. It's fucking sick.
So that Murder on the Dance Floor?
Yeah. No, not Sophie Ellis Baxter. It's not Brit.
She's British.
British pop.
And that's a pop song.
Not Brit pop. Two different things. But yeah, listen to the Tubs. That record rules. There's some hooks on that record that I haven't been able to get out of my head since I've been listening to it. So
It's murder on the dance floor.
not the hook that I'm talking about.
And you better not kill groove.
Okay.
Hey,
Let's get into the main show. I'm just going to fade you out.
Bullshit. Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Yeah, you gotta get that grit in it.
Oh, is this
Oh my
on?
God, it's on.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
no.
Oh, no. Cool fake out. It's good.
I think they really believe that. We should be actors.
Yeah, we should be. We have, first up for this week, a new track from Aussie rock and rollers, the Southern River Band. Are you familiar with them?
Yes, of course.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh,
Why are you not believing me?
because I wasn't familiar with them, so now I'm
Well,
surprised.
Just know more about things than you, don't I?
I guess you do. So where are they from?
I don't know. I just joshing. I got you though.
Yeah, he kind of did.
Yeah.
he kind of got me.
How'd you go?
Band hails from Thornlea in WA, which is a small town that I've never heard of and I'm not familiar with. But
I don't know much about Western Australia, which is
No.
always like so crazy to me.
it's a huge state, huge
Yeah.
part of our country, and I know very little about
And
it.
I've been like to the other side of the world multiple times, but never to Western Australia. And it looks fucking beautiful over
Yeah,
there.
gorgeous.
Like actually off its head beautiful. So
If you're in Thornlea and you're watching the show, hey,
what's up? You probably live in a nice place.
Yeah. The band have apparently spent the last decade putting in the hard yards, earning a reputation the old-fashioned way. They've got a good live show. They've got one of those you have to see them live kind of
Oh,
things
hell
going
yeah.
with the band. They've done support slots for Cold Chisel,
Oh shit.
Rose Tattoo, as well as The Darkness
Angry Anderson?
and the Eagles of Death Metal.
The
So-
Darkness?
yeah.
They've been having a resurgence lately.
Yeah, real classic rock shit. Apparently, Justin Hawkins from The Darkness,
The Darkness.
fellow YouTuber, co-worker, he is a big fan of the band, and he like handpicked them to come out on tour with The Darkness.
That's
last time.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Good for them. I'm so proud of our little Aussies.
It's
How
good.
have we been sleeping on these guys then?
I don't really know. So apparently they've already made their way over to Europe. They've done a whole bunch of the festival circuit over there, and they're going to go back over this year, and they're playing Download, Hellfest, and Resurrection Fest.
Fuck yeah, get it,
So
guys.
they're crushing it over
That's
there.
actually incredible.
But they have a new song, and it is just a no frills, straight up rocker, good chorus, good hooks. The song is called "Fuck You, Pay Me."
Same, bitch.
I got a quote here from frontman Cal Kramer, who says, "The song is for everyone who has ever been stiffed, ripped off, bullshitted, or flat out not received what they were promised. To the guilty parties, see Thief, fuck you, pay me."
Okay. The
Should we
guilty parties are a thief?
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm sorry. I'm a bit dyslexic.
Maybe a specific thief, but general thief.
A band that's called Thief that they know.
It's probably a band
They're just
called
like
Thief.
starting beef with some random band.
All right, well, let's listen to this. This is the Southern River Band, Fuck You, Pay Me.
But they're Western.
I mean, there's
Or
probably
is it a Southern River of the West?
there's probably a river in Western Australia called the Southern
No,
River.
there's no southern rivers in Western. It's not allowed. There's no south.
Don't start beef with an entire state.
Oh, I don't want to do that. All right, let's do
go.
this.
I ran on his fucking band's wage. Start selling gifts into town range. Pay runs up in the ivory towers. I'm trying to eat on $20 an hour. I sell my body on the internet. If I can find the market, it's there, yeah. Dead piling up bigger every day. Fuck you, baby. Come on, brother, I got bills.
They'll be doing menu log ads next to Angry Anderson before you know it. That's how you get paid in Australia.
It's very simple, no frills.
I mean, I would argue several frills,
You know exactly what
Actually.
you're getting.
and that's thrilling.
It is thrilling, and I think
Do you
that
remember like a few months ago, I was like, where's like the current like jet? You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
them.
them. Yeah.
and in Thornley.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Get it, boys.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's so catchy. That's so fucking hard. It's giving definitely Rose Tattoo with the fucking gravelly hit of some of
I was
those
thinking,
plosives,
like-
and then some Akadaka.
I was thinking like Power Age era Akadaka.
Yeah, totally.
Sin City, Give Me a Bullet, that sort of shit.
This will be the next generation's some of the most traumatic camping experiences I've ever had have been to AC/DC. Like driving home with someone who was shit faced and shouldn't be operating a vehicle, and Highway to Hell is playing,
Did
and you're
they
like,
pay you though?
"This is how I die." No one paid me. I was a child.
Okay. Interesting. So
You
I
should
feel
have
like
been
you
paid.
should have been listening to this and you should have been like, pay up.
I think that this is the anthem for every band that's been stiffed by like the venue
Uh-huh.
on the fucking, ticket sales or some shit. And
Yeah.
that's so many of us.
Well, let's face it, like everyone in the music industry is getting fucked. That's
Absolutely raw.
Somewhere. So,
Absolutely raw. No lube, no condom, just up your asshole constantly.
yeah.
Australia does not support live music the way it should.
No.
And fuck you. Pay me.
Yeah.
Actually,
fuck you, pay me.
Not you guys, because we know that you're all
Yeah,
in the music industry.
Shout out to the patrons who actually do pay us.
You pay us. Thank you.
Not fuck you.
Thank you. Pay me.
Thank you for
Thank
paying
you
us.
for paying me.
All right, let's get into the next track for this week. So this one comes from friends of the show, Nam/Melbourne metallic hardcore outfit Gravitate,
Yes. So
featuring our good friend Chris Reese, as well as oh, shit. It's not on camera. Hey, there it is.
Gravitate.
Gravitate. Just fucking up the whole set.
Yay. I don't think
Yay.
any of this is on fucking frame anyway.
It isn't.
Yeah, so shh.
We have
Where's your cap? There it is.
hey, as you can tell, we are supporters
Hey.
of Gravitate.
Gravitate.
Chris plays guitar for the band, and he helps us with a lot of our videography and photography
He
stuff.
is a sweet baby angel.
He's dear friend of the show. We also had Kat from the band who does vocals. She was a guest on the show last year.
Incredibly
Super
talented.
talented, lovely individual.
Kills it every damn time.
I'm also a fan of Paul, who also plays guitar. I appreciate all of his workout videos on his Instagram story and his vocal covers. And
I like the extra lore of the workout videos.
Yeah, I
Did
mean,
I fuck up my hair?
like I said, like friends of the show. I
Yeah, for sure.
follow the band. I fuck
Okay,
with what
but like,
they're
have
doing.
you left anyone out now?
No, that's the core of the band. Because
Is that the whole band?
they have fill-ins for drummer. They don't have a permanent drummer.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
And-
Reese.
Previous guitarist just left.
Yeah, okay,
So-
cool. I was just making sure you weren't
No,
icing
no, no, no,
anybody.
no, I'm not icing anyone out.
I was like,
That's the creative core of the band. Reese is going fucking buck wild today.
what?
Sorry,
Look, he's
folks.
got a ball.
Good job.
He also loves Gravitate. One thing about Reese,
Big Gravitate
huge
fan.
Gravitate fan. Yeah, loves Chris a lot. So
Let's get back to the band. Dog is distracting me. So they've come out with a new 2-track single. First track is an original song called Endless War. Features basically what the band have been doing, which is rhythmic pummeling, good vocals, savage riffs, breakdowns. It's intense. It's furious. It also features a guest feature from Matt Maunder of Mindsnare,
fuck off.
which is crazy.
That's huge.
Huge get for the band. He's in the music video.
I'm
He's
so happy for them.
yeah, stoked for them.
I love Mindsnare.
It has been sitting in my inbox since December, and I keep telling Chris how fucking good it is.
And you have not sent it to me.
Mm.
See, Owen's like, I got sent it, not us. Fuck you, pay me.
That's a callback.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
job.
They also put out a B-side for the new single, which is a cover, and the song is Dressed for Friend Requests by Drop Dead Gorgeous,
Oh shit.
which is a big MySpace throwback.
That is a huge MySpace throwback.
And what
That
they-
was several of my friends' MySpace songs.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And what they do with it is super cool. And I was saying on our social media that they approach doing a cover correctly, in my opinion.
Owen is such a pedant about like Punko's pop covers specifically.
Well, you can't just do it as the same song. You've got to
No.
like change it in a substantive way so that it sounds like one of your songs.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point. Gravitate do that. Paul comes in with like a Peter Steele typo negative, like clean vocal.
Yeah,
It all sounds fucking sick.
for sure.
And I'm very stoked.
Do you feel better?
Yeah, I feel real
You
good.
got it off your chest?
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
good, bud.
All right, well, the 2-track release is out now through Loudmouth Records. There's more to come from Gravitate this year, or so I'm told, so watch that space. But this is Gravitate, Endless War.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Holy shit.
It's fucking heavy.
That's the real shit.
Yes, indeed.
What's it where it goes like wah, 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 wah. Is that a guitar?
I would imagine so, yeah.
You'd think that I was like some sort of sound engineer or something. I can, like, determine what different sounds in a song are, but no, I can't. And it sounded really cool.
Yeah.
It was just like this like warbling guitar sound, but because of like the distortion on it, I was just like, I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah.
And that is hard as hell.
So the track was produced by Kofi, who is in Heaven's Gate
Yeah.
and Elysian. So he's like a friend of the band, but he produced the song. It sounds fucking huge.
It's fucking crazy.
Mix is crushing.
I'm a little out of breath because I got up and just started like two-stepping with the
Yeah,
dog.
she was throwing down with Reese over there.
I'm not
The
in
guest
shape
feature
for
from
this.
Matt,
Yeah.
so good. And when they
So
move into that
cool.
bit towards like the second part where it goes into like a little bit of like a kind of like power chord kind of bit with like everyone screaming over the top of it. Insane.
Imagine how feral the crowd is going to go at this.
Huge.
Holy shit.
And if they're playing on a bill with Mind Snare again and Matt's there to rock the feature, insane.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I suggest people jump on the Gravitate train now.
Can't wait for 3 months from now when our friends DM us links to their songs and are like, have you heard of these guys?
It does happen.
It does happen a lot. You'd be surprised.
Let's move on to the next one for this week. Are you familiar with Japanese metalcore outfit Prompts?
I'm not sure if I am.
Okay. They're signed to Grayscale.
Yeah.
They've dropped a couple of singles over the last like year or two.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we featured them on the show or not.
Yeah.
So if you've seen them, it might be like, that's a, yeah.
Sorry.
They've got a new single and it's their first for this year. It's a song called Stranger and it has a feature from Landon Tours of The Plot in You.
Woo.
Yeah, he comes through with his like kind of clean vocal.
Landon.
The band have a reputation for a pretty wild live show. They did a debut Australian tour 2024 with The Gloom in the Corner, and then they were back as main support for Diamond Construct.
Like in Zelda.
The Gloom in the Corner.
The gloom is like a big scary thing that you fight in Zelda.
I mean, that's probably what it is, yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a fairly new monster, but I don't remember a lot of the earlier games because I was like pretty young and playing it on like 64, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a new one.
In terms of like what the band sounds like, they fuse new metal, metalcore, post-hardcore, deathcore, all of your cores, and just kind of like
I love fusing cores.
Fuse it all into one kind of thing.
Chemistry.
In terms of what Stranger is about, I have a quote here from the vocalist PK. It's a bit of a long one, but I think it helps contextualize what the song is about.
Like the chewing gum.
Yes, like PK, the chewing gum. Let's put that up on the screen. So PK states, I lived in Korea for 21 years before moving to Japan, and over time I became fluent in both languages. But the more I switched between them, the more it felt like my personality changed with each one.
Wow.
It was confusing and sometimes even scary. I didn't know which version of myself was real, and it felt like I was losing myself. This song doesn't have all the answers. I'm still lost and figuring things out, but I wanted to bring my own experiences to the music, and I hope that people who are going through similar things can find comfort in it, and maybe together we can find some answers. Do you have a stranger inside you? Let's figure out how to live with that part of ourselves.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, super interesting.
I imagine that, yeah, with different cultural influences and expectations, there would be kind of different versions of yourself that would rear its head. I know maybe like a sentence in French from high school, so I cannot relate at all.
Do you have a stranger inside you?
Shockingly,
a French stranger?
Central Queensland State education was not great with languages of the world. But
I had to learn Indonesian in primary school,
Same.
and I was not good at it.
That was at Denison, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. See, Central Queensland State education.
Yeah.
I
I was also not good at Japanese. I wasn't much of a language guy.
mean,
so
Japanese is particularly tricky, to be fair.
I was 13 and trying to be rebellious
guy.
and deliberately was like, I don't want to learn.
Yeah, I was definitely
Silly.
doing that stuff.
I would kill to learn
You were
Japanese
like the
now.
biggest nerd ever, though.
Yeah, I had straight A's and everything.
But
and then like
that was the thing you rebelled
and then like
on.
a D- in Japanese.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
Cool.
I
Good job, high school.
don't even remember my grades, so I imagine they weren't great.
All right, well, let's have a listen to the track. We can kind of see what PK is talking about. We can have a chat about it on the other side. This is Prompts, Stranger, featuring Landon Tours.
Okay, let's do this. Who am I? I'm fucking with this so hard.
It's insane.
It gives, you know what? Yeah. It's like early 2000s, like right in the peak of like fucking hectic breakdowns in metalcore. But I feel like it's gone even harder still. You know what I mean?
Yes. I know
It's
exactly
so
what you mean.
sick.
The like big breakdown moment is like kind of stupid. They're like,
The
I don't know.
clashing of that drop D and that fucking like kick you in the teeth heavy vocal. Too much.
and then like obviously Landon's like clean vocal is
So
insane.
angelic.
The whole thing. PK's
But then he has like a
monster.
good grit to it as well. So it has like a sick flow. That was my shit right there.
Yeah, they're crushing it. They're doing
Absolutely
really, really good.
destroyed that.
And I think that's easily the most like compelling single I've heard from them
Yeah.
yet. So like, don't know what release they're working on, an EP or an album or something, but it's going to be fucking massive.
Man, so many good bands that exist.
It's true.
So many good bands, so little time.
Exactly.
And on that note,
And on that note, let me tell you about another one. We last featured.
oh, hey, wait. Are we going to acknowledge that we're wearing matching shirts?
I was hoping to leave it until the very end, but
But that would
we
then
can,
only
we can
be...
talk about it now. The people want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I
We
don't
have
know.
2 versions of the same long sleeve,
Yeah, we both really loved
and we
this long
thought
sleeve.
it'd be funny to wear it.
We make it a concerted effort to never wear it at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and that has caused much friction in this marriage. We have had many large
I usually
disagreements.
put dibs on wearing it.
It's the meme where it's like, well, one of us has to change. And Owen does dibs so hard that he stole mine and had it in his hut for the
I
closet.
gatekeep the long sleeve.
Yeah, and I haven't been able to find it because he's had it hidden in the depths of his side of the cupboard. So anyway, the divorce is coming soon. I couldn't live without you. It's just jokes. Relax.
Okay. Should I do
Okay.
the next try?
Let's do the next.
Okay. So we last featured Pennsylvania extreme metal outfit Rivers of Nihil back in 2023. They put out a song called The Suborbital Blues,
Yeah.
and we really enjoyed that
Yeah.
song. We knew that they were working on a new record.
Yeah.
We now know about the new record.
We
That song
do.
is on it. So it is the band's upcoming 5th full length. It's a self-titled album. It's coming out on May 30th through Metal Blade.
As if you wouldn't self-title it.
Well, on
With a
that
title
note,
like that.
I do have a little label promo blurb that kind of explains it. So they say, traditionally, a self-titled record can signal a return to basics and or a fresh beginning. And in 10 powerful songs, it's clear that both of these factors are in play. Founding bassist Adam Biggs became the band's new lead vocalist in 2023, and the same year marked the appearance of an additional guitarist, Andy Thomas, formerly of Black Crown Initiate,
Crazy.
whose vocals also play prominently on Rivers of Nihil.
Yeah.
So the band's gone through a little bit of a lineup shuffle, a little bit of a rearrangement, but they're still very much progressive death metal heaviness all that's in play.
There's nothing to change there.
No, they've just added a bit of a little vocal switch up in dynamics to kind of thicken the whole
What
thing.
a crazy transition, like to just be like, I created this band, but I wanted to take like a bit of a backseat and then to just be like, you know what, fuck it. I got the chops for this.
Yeah, I can rock this
I
shit.
can do this shit. And I'm really stoked for you. That's sick, Mr. Biggs.
Mr. Biggs.
Sir Biggs.
So Biggs. Let's listen to the latest single from the record. This is my personal favorite from the single so far. This is Rivers of Nihil, American Death.
Ooh, okay. I love a good and a good fuck.
Yes, all of the like vocal build-ups and follow-through were on that little like breakdown moment.
Yeah.
Definitely heavy.
Yeah.
Very pummeling, lots of double kick, lots of great kind of percussive energy going on there. I was
So cool.
reading a statement
So
about
screamo.
so emo. There's a sample at the very beginning, which I believe is Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah,
talking
okay,
about
that's
some
what
shit.
that was. Yeah,
So it's
right.
definitely like a politically charged song about, you know, the death of
Well,
America.
yeah, the
So-
fake revolution, and yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. True,
And also that clean vocal, fucking
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Reese liked it too.
It was great.
You thought it was good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan and I'm excited for this new kind of like rebirth of Rivers of Nihil. You know, like they've obviously like
What's next?
had some change. They're reasserting themselves and they're sounding fucking
And they're beautiful.
vicious.
Nah, back with a vengeance.
Thanks, Reese.
What
for
do you
yawning.
think? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely,
He
buddy.
liked that one.
That's so true.
He thinks it's good.
If you're listening, Reese is being held by Paige and looking very lovingly into my eyes.
He's looking like he wants to chew the toys on the table.
He
Get
does.
out of it.
I might want to put him down on the ground so we can do the show.
Let's check the attitude at the doorway.
Paige is looking lovingly into my eyes for those listening. So,
Entranced by how
Yes.
handsome you are.
final track for side A this week is the most hyped alternative band on the planet right now, Sleep Token.
Yes.
Mentioned at the top of the show for various reasons. They have announced their return. This has been followed by a considerable amount of internet hype. There's been some ARG style like clues left in little like teasers and bits and pieces.
I saw the
Reddit
person who did the
sleuthers.
saxophone on it post a video that was like, guys, no one in this airport knows I did the saxophone on Sleep Token.
That must be so sick for them.
I'm stoked for them. Come on the pod.
Yeah,
I have
please.
questions.
Please come on the pod. If you're not masked and anonymous, come on the pod.
I'd also like to take a moment now to clip like us fucking frothing over Sleep Token from like 2 years ago and just like put that audio here so I could be like, I told you so. I had so many friends be like, nah, they're lame. And you know what? Shut up, Tristan. I love you.
They have announced a new record.
Look at your dog.
He's going buck wild today, doing crazy shit. The band have announced a new album. This is their fourth and their major label debut for RCA and Sony Music in Australia. The album is called Even in Arcadia, and it's coming out on May 9th. And then the band will headline Download Festival on June 13th.
So crazy.
Yeah, insane.
These guys, like those first two albums, like are all that got me through working at corporate EB Games. And like, not that the music is overly relevant to like the corporate drudgery, but like fully just like on some of those days where you're driving over the Gateway Bridge and you're just like, Sleep Token had me keeping it straight and narrow, is all I'm saying.
Very immersive. Really just getting you,
Just a little,
getting you honed in there. The new record follows 2023's Take Me Back to Eden. which was
So
one of our
good.
top records of that year.
Absolutely.
I also thought it's interesting to note that the title of the new record, even in Arcadia,
Mhm.
is kind of a thematic
Yeah.
link back to
Well,
Take Me
most
Back
of
to
it all
Eden.
kind of ties in a way.
Yeah, well, the word Arcadia has a Greek root
It
in
does.
the vision of pastoralism and harmony with nature.
Yeah.
And it's often associated with utopia, but there is a distinct difference in the fact that Arcadia is only an ideal. It's like an unattainable thing that you can't ever actually like reach. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a lost Eden. So
Oh.
like Take Me Back to Eden, even in Arcadia, they are kind of linked together.
Like that city that's under the water and Marty goes there and they find the treasure, but then he falls in love instead.
Yep.
What's that place called again?
Florida. Not underwater yet, but just keep watching.
Not where I was talking about.
All right. Well, let's
Someone
have a
else tell me it's a Disney movie. Anyway.
Let's have a listen to the lead single from the new record. This is Sleep Token Emergence.
Let's do it.
The smooth jazz fade out. It's fucking
So fucking good. I, for one, am a big fan of the syncopation that's making everyone confused about what time this is in. It's still 4/4, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just got some syncopation going on.
Yeah, there's just like shifting meter going on around it. Like,
it's cool. It makes it kind of feel like you're in this like well of like vibrate or bouncing sounds kind of thing. Like they're hitting you from several angles, and it gives this like 3-dimensional feel to the song that's so cool and experimental.
Yeah. Well, there's like definitely a sense of unease that is caused by like those rapid shifts in time signature. And even though like the song isn't shifting dramatically, it's just different layers of kind of shifting meter over the top. Like our monkey animal,
our brains are just like, what?
Our lizard animal monkey brains are kind of like, wait, what?
Yeah, but I do this thing where I just like click time to stuff. I'm always like, I don't know why.
Human click track, folks.
I just do that. And it's because I like to be able to make sure I can still keep time, because I haven't needed to play time in a long time. And I probably can't anymore.
Time again.
Time.
I'm kind of curious to know where this song fits
in the
context
whole
of the
album.
record. I just did a quick Google to see if I could find the track list, and I couldn't. I'm sure it's out
They
somewhere.
like to keep that shit tight to the chest.
I'm sure
over there.
Reddit has it somewhere, but like, I would be curious to know: is this at the start of the record, the middle, the end? It's a nearly 7-minute song, including that jazz kind of outro.
Oh, the jazz,
So,
the smooth jazz. It's a soft J, actually. So you know.
Yeah.
Literally Vessel on that song.
I don't think it's a huge departure from what they were doing on Take Me Back to Eden.
He's got such a great flow as well. Like, I think something underrated about this band is their ability to kind of rap on a track in a way that's still very melodic and like kind of hypnotizing in a way.
And Vessel's flow, that staccato like delivery, definitely adds to and plays off the staccato guitar.
And I think like when you're like a fan, there's things that you start to anticipate in the music. Like, okay, but when's like our big ballady like refrain gonna come in? Which is always like they hold out towards the end, or sometimes they'll chuck it in at the fucking beginning, which is crazy. I think that there's something really sick about this band. But
They're quite playful with form and structure.
This song is probably one of their like more innocent type of tracks, I think, which I like about. Like, I saw a group of kids learning the lyrics to this in a school class, and I was like, I'm not sure every one of their parents would be like okay with that.
No,
you
it's
know
a bit
what I
weird.
mean? Just because like some parents are kind of like fundamentalists and they think that the rock music is the devil. So, and if I saw a guy wearing robes and calling his shows rituals, I would think
And
that one
offerings and-
specifically was probably the devil. But you know what? Good for you, Teach. Get him. Make more alts, please.
That wraps up side A for this week. And we're just going to jump straight into side B.
So jump into it.
Yeah, if you want that, head on over to patreon.com/tpdpod. We're running through a couple more tracks.
We're going to wrestle in some Jello.
We're not going to do that. We do have a banger feature album to talk about that we're very excited.
Might sell our bath water.
Not doing that.
Yeah,
veto
we're
all
definitely
of that.
doing that.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to both wear bikinis and mud wrestle.
We will be doing that, actually. Yeah. All right.
That one is happening.
Otherwise, we'll catch you next week on the next week's Roundup.
We love you. We'll
Love
see you
all.
there.
See you later.
Sorry, Owen's a phony.
Subscribe now to the Pitch of Discontent Patreon to receive access to extended cuts of our bonus episodes, as well as exclusive behind-the-scenes content, monthly Patreon-only episodes, member-only votes, the TPD community chat, and much more. Go now to patreon.com/tpdpod and join for as little as $5 a month. That link again is patreon.com/tpdpod. Thanks for watching the show.